What's going on, Schrute Squad? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, do yourselves a favor, hit that subscribe button, come and join the Discord. Link is in that Patreon below, because we're building wealth out here. None of this is financial advice. Now let's get into the video. Alright fam, happy Father's Day first of all. Today's the June 20th, and I just want to take a minute, happy Father's Day to any of the dads out there. People underplay the role that a father could have in someone's life. For those of you guys who, you've been following the channel for a while, you guys have known a little bit about my story. My dad had, some issues growing up. He had mental health issues, and, we ran into effectively bankruptcy. And quite honestly, here's the thing, guys. It's the lowest points you get in life. It's the lowest points that you get in life and how you react towards it that can mold you into who you'll be. It's not necessarily that, oh, my dad didn't do this, my dad wasn't able to help me with this, my dad wasn't there for me with this. Okay, everyone's human. But now, how do you as a person react to it? I say this because I know a lot of the people who are watching this channel, YouTube tells me a lot of the demographic is, on the younger side. You guys are like 25 and under. But, I've been there. When I was like 14, I had a lot of crap happen in my family with drug abuse and, alcoholism, a lot of that stuff. But it's how you come out of it, So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Take every single thing in life as a lesson and be thankful. Even if the person wasn't there for you in the best way, they taught you a lesson regardless. You know what I'm saying? You learned what not to do. And this is gonna be a very good tie into my whole section on this video. But learning what not to do can be almost as crucial as learning what to do. Okay. So with that said, I want to talk about this, guys. There's a lot of new investors out there, and I'm happy. These YouTubers and Wall Street Bets and everybody, it's gotten a lot of people into the stock market. But here's the thing. You don't know who the hell these people are. Okay, I'm going to tell you this thing. You don't know who these people are and what they're saying. These are people will talk about as if they're going to be hitting home run stocks left and right, Okay, 2x, 4x, 100x stocks, okay? AMC, let's say, okay? Short squeeze, these are big buzzwords that are going around. And you know what? The thing is this. It's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy if you think of it. Because the more you like hype up the stock, the more you talk about it, the more people will invest in it, which is then going to end up like coming around and like helping push the stock up. But eventually it comes down, okay? Eventually it goes down. And the thing is you have seen this, okay? I want you guys to take lessons now, okay? This is the time that I want to take, learn some lessons. We've seen that happen before with Dogecoin go up and down. We've seen that with some of our other penny stock plays go up and down. Pharma plays go up and down. So what you guys do is you learn about it here, and then by the time the person you're listening to or talking about tells you anything about it, or you see your thing go down, you wait around here. That's when you're like, okay, well, you're very excited at this point, but then it starts going down. And this is the time when everyone's like buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. And you're waiting for now you've lost your initial investment. You're waiting for some point that it can spike up, okay? The thing I want to explain to you is this, okay? This is not the way to build wealth. Okay, this is not the way to build wealth. I know in my channel, I talk a lot about these pharma plays and, guys, the challenges I do in this Robinhood journey is just to document to see if I could 10x my portfolio in 2 years. This is not how I built wealth, and this is not how this is not how I build wealth. What I do in this Robinhood portfolio, do not mimic as if this is your entire thing. You can use it for a small chunk. And this is why, it's been a while since I did a video about my whole entire investment theory, but I think it's time to give you guys another rundown on it, because, so many people, I'm getting messages left and right where, you guys are asking, what's the next pharma play I should go into? How much should I put into? Do you still see this thing squeezing? Do you see that? And I don't get too many people asking me questions about index funds. Why the hell? What the hell? I've only had one person, shout out to Frankie for that question. Only one person has asked me about index funds, and that's I know it's boomer talk. It sounds like, guys, I'm not a boomer. Look, but what I'm trying to tell you is this: it's important to diversify in terms of your whole thing. You know, you have to understand how the hell this stuff works. Okay, so because what I'm trying to tell you is this: let's just say GameStop works out for you. Okay, let's say tomorrow you wake up, you have $2 million. Okay, $2 million you wake up with. What the hell are you gonna do next? Okay, that's my next question. You have $2 million in the bank. What do you do next? Yeah, okay, enjoy, spend it up at Las Vegas and you know, do that fun stuff. But how are you going to actually how are you going to sustain this for the rest of your life? You know, what's your next plan? You see, this is the question that nobody ever talks about. Nobody talks about this stuff when you talk about Dogecoin making you a millionaire. Okay, a millionaire is something. How much money? You need something sustainable, though. Do you understand sustainable? Okay, and that's what I'm trying to say. So let me talk about this whole wealth building thing and go from there. Okay. Guys, I'm not gonna. This is not about Roth IRA and index funds like that. Okay, because I talk about that in a separate video of mine. How to go about Roth IRAs and that whole thing. But this is assuming you've already maxed out your Roth. Okay, now you have extra money to play with. Okay. Now I want you guys to start building your portfolio like a cake. Okay, this is my famous cake analogy. I'm like gonna trademark it or something. Okay, build your portfolio like a cake. Okay, we'll throw a candle up here too. I don't know, that's a crappy candle. Okay, forget it. Okay, so what I mean by this, okay, this is the thing. I'm gonna make this as dumb as possible, as basic as possible, because you know, you overcomplicate some of this stuff. Okay, people, and not you. I'm not saying you like to pinpoint at someone, but there's so much misinformation out there, and it drives me insane because I see so many people losing money, and it pisses me off. So, okay, build your portfolio like a cake. Here's what I want you guys to do: 50 to 60% of your money goes into a foundational layer. Okay, a foundational layer of stocks. 30% you can throw into a medium-term layer of stocks. And then 20% can go into riskier plays. Okay? I'm going to say this thing again. 50% in foundational stocks. These are stocks you will keep for like 10 years. You're very, very confident in them. You're very bullish on them. These are stable. Like, these are not stocks that you're going to expect to see plus or minus 10% within like a day or so. Like, these are stocks that you're going to be seeing long-term steady growth. Okay, 30% are the medium-term plays. You know, these are the ones where, you know, you can expect a little bit of hyper growth, maybe like you're talking like 2 to 3 years in this one. Okay, and then 20%, this is where we start talking about options. This is where we talk about cryptos. This is where we talk about everything in my portfolio, the pharma plays and the penny stock, any penny stock. Guys, I can tell you the most bullish thesis I can on earth for CTXR. It is a penny stock at the end of the day. All right, this is not something that I am building my entire foundation on. All right, now that's like, this is the key that I really want to hammer in, like, for everyone here. Okay, pick a few stocks in each of these categories of the cake. Okay, and just invest in them consistently. This whole idea that you need to be on your computer with like 17 monitors and, you know, you gotta be charting this, charting that, have the NASDAQ up there, have this and that. Guys, the reality of the situation for building wealth is right here in this image right here. Okay, the reality of the situation for most people. Okay, for most people. Now here's the thing. This is what I want you guys to understand. Now, the way you really build wealth is this. You have to go ahead and feed this cake. Okay, you gotta feed this cake. All right, what I mean by that is, let's say you have your monthly income coming in now. All right, let's, whatever the hell it is, let's say it's $100. Okay, $100. So $50 goes in here, $30 goes in here, and $20 goes in here. Now, any of the short-term plays, okay, let's just say CTXR, you 2x your money, right? That money, once whatever you're done playing that thing out, you cash out whatever the money that is. Let's say it's another $100, and you reinvest it in that same structure, that same exact structure. So eventually, you'll see at all times your risk will always stay 20%. 20% will always be in the risk. Now, here's the thing: as you keep on investing like this, this 20% becomes a much larger amount. Do you notice that? But it still always remains 20% of your entire thing, okay? That's the thing I want to kind of like hammer into you guys. It's a slow process. Gradually build up the cake, all right? First, you're going to start out with a cupcake portfolio, then you're going to slowly build it up, and it's going to be huge at the end. And so 20%, okay, eventually you'll have 20% you could eventually make a Robinhood portfolio start journey just like I can, okay, and still keep your risk to only 20%. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? Because you still have a foundation of 80% of your money is still preserved. You're not even worried about it, okay? Because let's just say shit hits. Let's just say you throw everything of your 20% into Dogecoin or something. Forget Doge. Okay, I keep picking Doge, but let's just say some other altcoin or some other penny stock, and that thing just plummets and it never recovers. Okay, that sucks. You just lost 20%. But eventually, so you still have these two layers as a backup. You see what I'm saying, guys? As long as you have these two layers as a backup, okay, you can eventually recreate your 20% at one point. Do you follow what I'm saying? And the whole entire key here is just continuously refeeding this and having side hustles and I have a whole video dedicated to side hustles. It's crazy. I get more videos on my AMC short squeeze videos than I do on any of my actual wealth building videos. It's sad, but go check them out if you are new to investing, please. And the whole entire idea is to just keep on feeding into this whole thing. Okay, guys? All right, fam. This is a topic that I'm very passionate about because I've been led down the wrong pathway so many times. And you see, this is where we talk a lot more about chart analyses and things like that when we go into some of these things. But, this is a topic that really hits home to me, and I just hate seeing a lot of these new investors. You guys are my family. I always say that you guys are my family, and I hate seeing you guys get led down the wrong path and end up losing a lot of your hard-earned money. I know how hard it is to make money. It's been quite a journey for me, and I can only imagine what it's like for some of you guys, and I feel for you. All right. As usual, family, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I have a link down below now so you guys can actually see who I am, who's the man behind the whole screen. And, as usual, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and let's get wealthy. Take care.